I'd say probably one of the biggest things that I learned from my father, and my growth as a man. And again, I wouldn't have had the success that I've had today with women without my dad, actually. Even though I was taught growing up, stay away from the girls, all that shit. My dad's really implemented in me the qualities to be able to practice game and practice success with women that led me to get success, okay? And one of the biggest things that I learned from him is that you can't have success without adversity. You can't, again, know who you truly are. You can't find yourself without going through adversity. Because you have to learn how to enjoy the process of how you get there, right? You have to learn how to enjoy the process of what you do. And the best way to do that is to go through adversity. Not the best way is to go through adversity. I'd be lying if I said that. But something that's inevitable is going through adversity. Like, you're going to have to go through adversity. You won't be able to get the success you truly want if you haven't gone through hardships and hard times and like ups and downs. My game has been like this. It's been an up and a down. I'm not always on like emotional highs with game where, every girl's fucking me. Well, that's never been the case where every girl's fucking me, but I've been through some times where shit's just clicking and working. Then I've been through other dry patches. You have to learn how to handle adversity. Adversity does a couple things for you. Number one is it builds strength of character. And again, what we're going to hear, if you're asking the question, how does this have to do with success with women? Am I going to get laid from this? Well, you know what? If you go through adversity and if you build up your character as a man, it teaches you abundance. It teaches you how to be willing to sacrifice your momentary emotions because you know that there's more. You can always get those emotions from somewhere else. And again, you being in this frame of abundance leads to you unlocking the girl's emotions, right? So going through adversity builds strength of character. Going through adversity builds your strength of character. It helps you realize where you are at in your life and realize what you can take as a man, what you can handle emotionally, right? And it lets you realize, hey, I have a wealth of emotions to give. The funny thing is, and I think the reason why it builds strength is because whenever you go through adversity, you almost always end up on the better side of it. Almost always you'll end up on the better side, on the other side of success. And what happens is when you realize, hey, there's the other side, there's the side of success that I'm actually hitting, even though I'm going through adversity, I'm going through tough times, I have this other side of success. What happens when you go through that adversity, you get that success, you begin to realize, hey, it wasn't so bad after all. I'm willing to walk away, or I'm willing to go through adversity because I know that good is going to come of it. For example, like the boundaries that I have in my relationships with women now, like the strong boundaries I have that make women respect me, I wouldn't have them if I hadn't gone through adversity at earlier times in my life with my other relationships. Right? If I hadn't gone through adversity and taken risks and all those things, I would not know that I can handle this in my relationships. I wouldn't know that I can handle, a girl walking away from me. Now, here's the other thing. Part of adversity is that it builds strength, like I said, and it also allows you to find yourself. So when you go through adversity, it allows you to find out who you truly are. It allows you to find yourself. It allows you to find out where you are as a man. It allows you to find out for yourself who you are. It allows you to, again, find out, this is what I can take. This is what I can handle. This is how I respond in this moment. It allows you to say, this is how I respond in certain moments to certain things, to certain key parts of my life. It allows you to find yourself. It allows you to see how you respond to various situations. So when you're in that situation in the future, you'll be much more equipped to handle it. Adversity is very fucking important. How do you actually handle adversity? Like, what are the keys to handling adversity? Well, the first thing is you have to start small. You have to learn how to handle rejection from women. Right? You have to learn how to handle rejection from women. If you can't handle adversity, you're not going to be able to handle rejection. Or if you can't handle rejection, you're not going to be able to handle adversity. Learn how to handle rejection. Learn how to reinforce when you get rejected, it's not a big deal. I'm going to go out and I'm still going to approach. I'm going to fight through. This is not a big deal. Right? You have to understand that each occurrence of rejection, it stands alone by itself. Each occurrence is not based on the previous occurrence. A lot of guys, they fuck up because they'll get rejected from a girl and they'll think that it's some clear indicator that their whole night is going bad or that their whole game is bad. No, but each rejection stands alone. Again, focus on a trend. Now, if you're going out and 5 nights in a row you're getting rejected, only rejections, that's a trend that you want to focus on. But you have to understand that each rejection stands alone. Each rejection is not dependent on the previous one, right? Focus on each occurrence as a single occurrence. Focus on trends in your game and reward yourself for small things. The other thing is, like I said, focus on trends in not each moment. Focus on long-term patterns. Focus on the patterns that happen over time. Focus on long-term patterns, not just one little pattern. It's like, okay, I got rejected in the moment. I'm not getting compliance, or I'm not getting the girl investing in me here. I'm not getting the girl chasing me. That must mean something bad about me. No. Focus on the long-term trend. Reward yourself. If you start getting success, that's a good thing. Focus on the long-term trends of your success and focus on the long-term, things that are happening. The other thing is rejection and adversity isn't personal. Don't make it a personal attack about yourself. Understand that adversity is not something that has anything to do with you. It happens to everyone, my friend. It happens to all of us. We all experience adversity. We all go through that struggle. And each instance of adversity does not mean that you have done something wrong or that you have fucked up, right? Adversity is something that happens to all of us. So don't focus on little trends. It's like, okay, I got adversity here. Fuck. How am I going to handle this little bit of adversity? No, focus on major trends. Focus on the macro trends of what is going on in your game, what's going on in your life. And adversity, you have to understand that it's not personal. It's not something that affects you directly, like this person's out to get me. Everyone experiences rejection. If a girl rejects you, it has nothing to do with you as a person. Maybe it's just the way you came across. Maybe it's just in that moment how she was feeling, right? It doesn't have anything to do with you necessarily. So focus on trends in your game. Focus on trends that are happening in your life. Start small and learn how to handle the little rejections. If you can't handle little things, you're not going to be able to handle big adversity when you're really trying to take those macro risks. When you're trying to go through things through risk and maybe move to a new city or start a new business and you get a little challenge, are you going to crumble under the pressure? Learn how to handle little rejections. Learn how to handle people giving you a little bit of adversity. That builds fucking character. Okay? So make sure that when you're on this journey of finding yourself, when you're on this journey of, who am I? You're going to have to go to adversity and embrace adversity. Okay? That's the first step to learning how to actually tap into your potential.